Hello, my name is Karina, and this is my perfume map. Today I wanted to talk about 10 Bath & Body Works fragrance mists that were created by well-known perfumers. Well, I saw on my YouTube subscription feed, I guess that's what you call it, somebody had made a community post, I believe it was Amazing Buys, saying that Kayali was coming out with perfume mists or body mists. And I said, well, since their main perfumer makes fragrance mist for Bath & Body Works, I'll just stick to those, because they were saying that the Kayali ones were going to be like $45 a bottle. And when you shop Bath & Body Works on sale, you can usually find them for $5.95, and they're $5.95 pretty regularly. The only way you have to pay more is if you're like really chomping at the bit to get something. So anyway, I wanted to talk about just lots of fragrance mists that I know are made by pretty well-known perfumers. There are more than what I'm showing. It's just that there's so many fine fragrance mists that it would, these are just the ones I know of. But if you know of other ones, please leave them in the comments. The first one I want to talk about is Vanilla Romance. This one is still available, so I wanted to mention this one first. This came out in 2024, and it is a really good perfumey, vanilla, cardamom, smoky fragrance mist. It's very long lasting. If you like that kind of cardamom vanilla thing that's been kind of popular in fragrances lately, I think you'll like it. And even if you don't like that scent profile, if you can get this for $5.95, why not throw it in the collection? Now, this gets compared a lot to Altair by Parfums de Marly, and it's the same perfumer. That's what's really kind of crazy. I believe his name is Ilias Ermenindis. It could be Elias, but I think it's Ilias. Oh no, Ermenidis. Maybe Ermenidis. I think that's what I've heard people say before. Yeah, so he created Vanilla Romance, and he also created the Parfums de Marly Altair. This fine fragrance mist has fresh cardamom, vanilla absolute, and captivating woods. And there is like a smoky note. I don't know if that's coming from the cardamom, but it says a love letter to vanilla decadence made from highlighting a single note. Envelop yourself in a vanilla romance. And this is great. I do recommend that you try to get this while it's still available. The next one that I realized has a well-known perfumer behind it is Dahlia. So Dahlia has velvet, dahlia petals, crisp pear, praline musk, and whipped tonka bean. This gets compared to Carolina Herrera Good Girl. I don't think it is the same perfumer, but this is very perfumey. It has like a beautiful kind of pear perfume. Now, I think it kind of smells like Jessica Simpson Fancy too, to be honest. I think Dahlia is available right now. Did I already say that? But the perfumer is Alexis Grugian, and they created fragrances for Amouage and Lancôme, and they recently created the Cirque du Soleil Lau perfume and Ellis Brooklyn Vanilla Sin, and that's the same perfumer created Dahlia for Bath & Body Works. The next one I have is Butterfly, and Butterfly was created by Honore Blanc, who really is the perfumer that kind of alerted me to this going on, because I heard her on a podcast talking about how she made this for Bath & Body Works, and it was based on like her own personal perfume that she's made it by herself, or this has like a component of that, and that she enjoys working with Bath & Body Works. And she is a master perfumer. This one has raspberry nectar, iris petals, and airy vanilla. And again, this is still available, so check it out, especially if you like Honore Blanc. Probably the most popular perfume right now that she's known for is, the Kilian I Don't Need a Prince by My Side to Be a Princess, which I have never smelled, even though I think I've seen it at Sephora. But she also created Butterfly and lots of other things. Lots of stuff for Lancôme, and she's a master perfumer, so she's got a lot of stuff. But that's not the only one she's created for Bath & Body Works. She also did Twilight Woods, which is one of my very, very favorite This has lush berry, sparkling mandarin, soft mimosa, apricot nectar, and cypress wood. Oh, it's so good. This is such a good perfume. You really get that kind of fluffy Honore Blanc style. I don't know what it, like the soft mimosa maybe. Lots of citrus and woods. And I smell something that smells musky or maybe sandalwoody in this. And the first time I ever wore this, I was out on a walk with my husband and he's like, "You smell really fancy." And I was like, "I do?" And he's like, "Yeah, you smell like a fancy lady." And I was like, well, let me tell you about Bath and Body Works. So yeah, this is also Honore Blanc. And she also did two I don't have, Pure Wonder and Forever Red. The next one, I've talked about this before, is Luminous, and this was created by David Appel. It's Ruby Currant, Gilded Iris, and Praline Amber. People always compare this to La Vie Belle, and for good reason. It does definitely smell like La Vie Belle. La Vie Belle has something more like patchouli, kind of, I don't know if it has oak moss, but it's something that smells kind of earthy and mossy and patchouli in the base. This doesn't have this. It kind of smells like the opening of La Vie Belle, kind of that sweet, kind of spicy, fruity, fruit chili thing that it has in the beginning. But I think David Appel is interesting to me because he helped create one of my favorite fragrances that I don't own, and that's Tom Ford Black Orchid. That one's just always on my wish list. And yeah, and he created I think something else too for Bath and Body Works that's maybe older. And the next one is Youre the One. And this was created by Gabriella Calariu, and she created almost every Kayali fragrance. So that's kind of what I was referring to on that person's post. I mean, she made Vanilla 28, the Silk Santal, the Yum Bougie Marshmallow, all of those. And she also for Fleur made Strawberry Letter. It's like if you go on Fragrantica, you can look up, like if you go to like Vanilla 28 and then just click on the perfumer, you can see all of the perfumes that she's made for Kayali, and then while you're there, you can see all of the perfumes that she's made for Bath and Body Works. But Strawberry Letter by Fleur came out right around the same time, I think, that this one did. And this is White Birch, Velvety Rose, and a drop of Strawberry Nectar. Youre the One. It smells very perfumey, like when I wear this one. It's quite long lasting, and you can definitely smell the strawberry. So that one's good. And these are the other ones by Gabriella Calariu that I have. Saltwater Breeze, which is kind of a classic. That blue kind of aquatic smell. It's like a fruity blue smell, like a laundry fruity blue smell. I love this. I'll never get sick of these kind of aquatics. I don't. I know that people think that like they're out of style or something. I don't care. They still smell really, really good. This is Fresh Linen, Violet Leaves, Water Blossom, and White Musk. There's something in it though that smells a little fruity. But it's so pretty. And it's like definitely a mood booster. She also created, same perfumer, Pink Pineapple Sunrise, which I think is underrated. People just don't talk about this that much. It has sweet pink pineapple, palm sugar, and sun-drenched nectar. And this is a very good pineapple smell. Yeah, like a really, really sweet candy pineapple smell. And just think it's like bright and cheerful and long lasting and really well done. And I think this is like just in their collection. I think it comes back all the time. And then there is Pastel Skies by the same person, Gabriella Calariu. And this has soft cloudberries, pink spun sugar, and coconut musk. You know, in this one, I mostly get the coconut musk. There's a sweetness that I smell when I first spray it, but that fades. Like the pink spun sugar. I kind of think sometimes that I'm like a little anosmic to whatever that is, that spun sugar cotton candy smell, like on myself. Like I can smell it on other people, but when I wear this, I mostly just smell coconut musk. But I've heard other people review this one and say that they think it smells like candy. And I can smell it on paper, but when I'm wearing it, mostly what I smell is kind of a musky, like coconut, slightly sweet kind of fragrance. And the last one I have, I believe this is the last one, yes, is 1,000 Wishes. And Bath & Body Works has had this for a long time. And one of the perfumers on this is Khalees Becker, who is well known for making mostly what I think of as Love Don't Be Shy. But she's made a lot of perfumes. I think she's like considered to be a senior perfumer. And she made this with, I think, 4 other perfumers. A lot of well-known perfumers worked on this fragrance. So, I mean, what does that tell you about Bath & Body Works? Like, they're not messing around. You know, they make a lot of good fragrances. They use good perfumers. I'm sure there's perfumers behind every single one of their fragrances. Sometimes it's hard to find. Like, when I'm looking for this stuff, I have to look at Fragrantica, Parfumo, then I'm like remembering what I've heard in podcasts, also like just searching the internet to find it. So this is like what I could find. If you know of some other ones, like go ahead and leave them in the comments and tell me, do you buy Bath & Body Works as like a perfume person? Because I think there's like this idea that like there's separate camps. I'm just the kind of person, like if something's good, it's good. I don't really care. I'll buy Bath & Body Works and I'll go to like the niche perfume store and sniff around. I'm more likely to buy Bath & Body Works because it's $5.95. I mean, come on. Especially when you're comparing something like Vanilla Romance to a PDM fragrance. Like, why wouldn't you give this a shot? I mean, it's kind of crazy. And Bath & Body Works does something like this. Like, I mean, they do it a few times a year where they'll put out a fragrance that I think like, oh, okay, that's like niche. That's niche rivalry right there. And they still offer a price point that's accessible to everybody. And I think that that's a beautiful thing. I think that that's a wonderful thing. And I really appreciate what Bath & Body Works does. And I appreciate the perfumers that make stuff for Bath & Body Works and Avon. Those two, I feel like Bath & Body Works and Avon are really good places to look for your favorite perfumers making something that's affordable. And I love it. So I hope you're having a great day. I will talk to you really soon, and goodbye. Oh, and I forgot to mention one more. There's one I don't have, but I really, really want it, and that's Platinum. And because that was created by Laurent Lagernac, who is probably my favorite perfumer discovery of 2024. He also created Gingham Fresh. And I don't have either one of those, so those are definitely on my list. But anyway, goodbye. Subscribe.